So, how long does it take to make money in ACN? If that's a question in your mind, then make sure you pay attention all the way to the end because I'm going to give you the three major factors that determine how long it takes to make money in MLM. I'm Matt Zavidal, and it was using the ideas I'll give you in this video that were responsible for me building an international network marketing business. These skills also shot me to number four producer out of thousands of affiliates in an affiliate offer that I sell. So, how long does it take to make money in ACN? The first factor that determines how long it will take for you is what I call your current influence. For example, are you a doctor or attorney with a large database of people who respect you and who will take almost immediate action on your ACN business or product recommendations? Or do you have a huge social media following upon joining your ACN business? In these cases, you can expect to earn money relatively quickly. If not, then you need to temper your expectations. The reason is it takes time to build your influence so you can expect to start attracting people that start coming into your ACN business. By the way, in the pinned comment and description of this video, I've provided you with a link to our free digital recruiting bootcamp series that teaches you exactly how to start attracting qualified ACN prospects using social media without spamming people or alienating your friends, family, and social media contacts. You'll learn how to master the three phases of the attraction marketing funnel called the attract, influence, and enroll phases. You'll learn how to start attracting more best fit customers and team members for your ACN team. Click the link in the description and pinned comment after you finish the video to get 100% of the details for marketing ACN in a fun, attractive manner. All right, back to the training. So take note of your current level of influence with the people you already know, because 80 to 90% of the people I help as they come into network marketing, they don't have that level of influence yet where they can say to friends or people they work with, hey, I'm in a business and here's why I joined, and I'd love to have you take a look at it too. The influence just isn't there for most of us. Quick personal story. When I came into network marketing, I was playing in a rock and roll band. I had long hair down to about here. I had earrings and a nose ring, right? So can you imagine that person coming to you and saying, hey, you should join this business? So I didn't have much success in the beginning because I didn't have any influence with folks. And so if that's the situation that you're in, it means that you need to come into your ACN business with expectations that you'll need to build influence before seeing money flow in. The timeline needs to be a little bit longer in terms of when you're going to start making some serious money in your network marketing business. The second factor that affects how fast you're going to earn money in ACN is your sales and marketing skills. For instance, have you done sales before? If you haven't, then you're going to have to learn a few things, right? If you've come into network marketing and let's say your day job is sales, well, you've already got a lot of the philosophy of how to talk to someone and show them the benefits of buying and joining the business. You've already got those skills where you know how to overcome objections and just handle all that stuff. But if you come into ACN and you've never done sales before, then there's some things you're going to have to learn, but that's okay. And if you've been in your business for a little bit of time and you still are not seeing the success that you want to see and you feel like it's taking too long, just ask yourself, how seriously have I taken the whole sales and marketing aspect of this? Am I truly day by day getting better with my sales and marketing? Another thing to think about is that marketing is different from sales. Have you set up an online funnel before? If not, you're going to want to learn how. And just as a quick aside, a marketing funnel is simply a series of pages on the internet you set up where a prospect has an opportunity to opt in, give you their email address to get more information about the problem that you're solving through your ACN services. For example, if you're focusing on selling your travel services to help your social media followers take memorable trips, you might have a page that says to people, hey, did you know that couples who travel together stay together? Opt in here to get my free resource that explains how my spouse and I travel 4 times a year and create memories that build our love stronger. So that's an online funnel. They would opt in, and then on the back end of that, you would email over to them the information that you promised them. If you want to focus on your mobile services or your healthcare option, you could do that. It works with any of the services inside your ACN business. But if you don't have sales and marketing skills that allow you to put together some of these marketing aspects immediately, then you've got to come into the business with the correct expectations that, yes, you can learn them, but it will take a little bit of time up front. And by the way, that's what the digital recruiting bootcamp training I mentioned earlier is all about. So, again, you can take a look at the pinned comment and description and start learning how to improve your sales and marketing skills. The results? You'll start attracting best fit customers and team members for ACN specifically. Now, the third factor is your leadership skills. Can you lead others? Or are you just kind of learning how to lead? When I came into network marketing, I had no idea how to lead people. So I had to learn that in the beginning. I found out that the first necessary skill to lead other people is you've got to know how to lead yourself. For example, do you commonly get excited and make commitments to yourself and then you don't follow through? And look, it's okay if you do, because that's something in my life. And you can tell by looking at me, I'm a little bit of an older guy. So I've been around the block a little bit. But still to this day, even though I know all these concepts, I still have to fight through that whole process of getting excited about something I want to do in my business and staying true to that and following through and honoring that commitment to myself. Sometimes becoming a better leader means you need to start honoring yourself first, honoring the commitments you make to yourself first. If you struggle in this area, work on fixing that. By getting stronger in that area, it'll make it a lot easier for you to grow a successful ACN business. You'll feel more authentic when you go to lead others and you tell them that they've got to do the same thing because you've learned how to do it for yourself. But again, if you come into your ACN business and you don't have that skill of leadership yet, it's going to take you a little bit longer to make money in the business because you need to improve in that area. Here's a saying I mentioned previously: we can't lead others until we learn to lead ourselves. It's impossible. So if you have deficiencies in one of these three areas that I've taken you through, and it's okay if you do, here's what to do next. In the area of leadership, one resource I'm going to mention to you is jump into the Bible. Start reading stories of people like Moses, Joshua, David, Solomon. Amazing leadership examples there. Saul, the first king of Israel, is another one. He had no qualifications, but allowed the Holy Spirit to come over him and followed God's direction. Or if you want to jump into some non-biblical resources, go buy some books by someone like John Maxwell, for instance, who's an expert leadership trainer. Another fantastic biblical example of leadership and the results of patient marketing for your MLM business. In Exodus 6:9-12, we're told about the reluctance of Moses to follow God's directive to tell Egypt's Pharaoh to let the Israelites leave the country. But Moses was frustrated because even his own people weren't listening as he told them about God's promise to free them from Egypt. So he asked God in verse 10, "My own people won't listen to me anymore. How can I expect Pharaoh to listen? I'm such a clumsy speaker." Sound familiar? How many people have you tried to tell about your ACN services or business? Keep talking, my friend. How many times have you prayed for something and it still hasn't materialized? Sometimes a clear message from God is followed by a period when no change in the situation occurs. Setbacks may happen, and this turns you away from keeping on. My encouragement is don't give up as a leader. As Moses focused on obedience to God rather than immediate results, he eventually saw the results. It's the same with you and I in business. We cannot focus on immediate results. Instead, we must focus on doing day to day those things that will eventually turn into more people listening, more people buying, and more people joining your business. Take this lesson to heart. If you're deficient in the area of sales and marketing, hey, you're on YouTube. Do some searches here on YouTube and find people teaching specifically skills on sales and marketing. Or go on Amazon, read some sales and marketing books, or buy some courses. Get resourceful in terms of seeking out the information that you need so you can improve your sales and marketing skills. And again, that's what our digital recruiting bootcamp training I've mentioned a couple of times is all about. I've put that in the pinned comment and description for you. It teaches you how to expertly use social media to build in network marketing specifically. So if you don't have a following yet, it teaches you how to build a following. And if you do have a following, but you're repelling your audience rather than attracting them in as qualified leads, service sales, or team members, it'll teach you how to solve that problem. So if that's you, whether you don't have an audience or you do, but you're struggling to turn it all into sales, grab that in the pinned comment or the description. Lastly, I created another video called How I Built a Downline Without Bugging Friends or Aunt Martha, and definitely no annoying social media direct messaging. It goes into detail about the attract phase of the attraction marketing funnel that I've briefly mentioned a few minutes ago. I'll put a link right here to that video so you learn the number one mistake for why I see many people failing at using attraction marketing correctly. Go here next, and I'll see you right over there.